6, 9 through 14. Okay, last time, solitary confinement. Everybody want to try it? This is absolutely the last time I can do this. Okay, solitary confinement. Press the red button on your audio for me, please. Okay.
Press the red button. We're gonna go into solitary confinement. Okay, Reed, stick.
Okay. Solitary. Anybody?
Hi.
Okay. Yep. Press the red button for me, please. On your audio. On the audio. Right. Stop the audio. Okay. 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 So you are. Okay. We got somebody who wants out.
I think she might get stabbed.
You know what? Maybe she came up front.
Do you want to?
O cara tranca as pessoas na cela, na solitária, por 30 segundos.
Excuse me. Do you want to be up front? Do you want to be right here?
Tem com medo.
Do you want to get out?
Let me know. It does get freaky. Okay. So everybody press the red button on your audio. All right. So the guards would bring an inmate here who was not cooperative. Maybe struck a correctional officer. Maybe consistently broke the rules. Okay. There was a toilet in the back for them to use. They're in here. They could be in here for up to 19 days in a row. Okay. Nearly 3 weeks consecutively. The door could be closed 23 hours a day. The only time it had to be open, 20 minutes at each meal. Okay, for them to eat. Okay, they gave them a mattress in the evening. And they took it back in the morning. They didn't want them sleeping during the daytime. Okay, Jim Quillen, one of the former inmates, talks on the audio. Talks about pulling the button off his coveralls, throws it on the ground, searches for it, just to keep his mind active in the darkness. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. Okay, and as I said, depending upon the behavior of the inmate, the door could be open, the window could be open, but they could keep it closed as much as I said, 23 hours a day. And generally, that's what they did when the inmates were not behaving. So I'm going to close it up, give you an indication.
Agora eles estão presos lá no escuro.
Okay, so every once in a while the guard would come by to check to see if he didn't hear any noise. He'd come by, check. If he heard a lot of noise in here, he'd just leave the window. So if the inmate was behaving, he'd leave the window open. He'd even leave the door open. Okay, but if the guard opened up the window and the inmate swore at him or threw an object at him, he said, well, I'm going to close the window. Okay, so I had you guys in here for about 30 seconds, so you can imagine what it would be like. Almost 3 weeks, 19 days. And that was consecutive, not cumulative. So after 19 days, bring it back to your cell. If you act up again, let's bring it back down to solitary confinement. Okay? And this wasn't even the worst cell. The worst cell was number 14. This is number 12. Number 14, 2 doors down, that way, was the strip cell. No uniform, no mattress. So those guys were in there naked. They'd have to learn how to sleep either standing up or on all fours. Because if they slept on this floor, they could die from hypothermia. This is the cold floor. Okay, you didn't leave this area for dining. They brought you the food. Only they didn't want you to have knives and forks. Too dangerous. So they take the food on the menu, put it in the blender, make you a smoothie, put it on a plate, give them mash. Okay, that's the only reason I had to have the door open. Okay, you guys are very well behaved, and I'm going to kick you out. And unfortunately, I have to move on to bigger and better things.
Liberdade, né?